Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and my apologies if you came here expecting to find a World of Tanks video, but due to circumstances wasn't able to do one today. But that's good news for anybody who wants to know what happened next in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where shortly after the disaster at Samine, Hans and Henry are going to have to think of a bloody good story for Lord von Berghoff.
Henry, you think we made the right decision?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Exactly. Fuck. Von Berghoff isn't stupid. He'll surely figure out what happened. What if we walk right into the jaws of the wolf?
And we're both pretty fucked, aren't we?
We'll have to pretend we didn't want to get involved. And only survived due to luck.
Right. Hashek wanted to handle it himself and leave us behind. So we only just made it out. And... God, Henry... I don't know if I can do this. Is this your...
You'd better figure it out, and quick.
We must. Like always.
Hans does raise a good point though. Von Berghoff isn't stupid. So whatever story we come up with, it had better be good. And so the following morning, with my fanciest charisma boosting clothing equipped, I get ready to lie my ass off.
We're back from Samine, sir.
About time, too. We will talk about everything in my chamber. Let's go.
Sir, with regard to Samine...
I hope you bear some good news, Lord of Perkstein.
Well, unfortunately not, sir. Things went wrong. And old Samine and his people attacked us.
What? And where is Burgrave Hashek?
Hashek is... dead.
Dead? How? And what of his men?
It grieves me, sir. But none of them survived.
How did it happen? Speak.
It turns out Alder was working with the bandits. He even left his own wedding to help them ambush you.
That rat!
Lord Samine didn't want to turn over his son, so a battle broke out.
Need to shift the blame onto Burgrave Hashek.
Everything could have been different, sir.
What could have been different?
Burgrave Hashek and his men unnecessarily escalated the situation and started killing people. He didn't even spare the womenfolk.
God, what a fool. Why did he do it?
Oh, he went completely mad. He saw everyone as a traitor.
So undisciplined. He was to bring young Semin here and not murder my subjects. And what happened then? It sounds like the Semin folk stood no chance.
At first not, sir. It was all over soon. So then we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded.
And the Burgrave gave orders to kill him, just like his father.
Well, they would have ended up on the gallows anyway. I still don't understand what happened with Hashek and my men.
Well, up till then, everything went smoothly, if you could say that. Hashek ordered the fortress to be torched as a warning to others. But then, the rest of the Samine garrison suddenly pounced on us out of nowhere, and a terrible massacre started. Hashek. Never in my life have I seen anyone fight like that. He must have caught 10 arrows covering the retreat. But to no avail. In the end, the fortress was in flames, and only the two of us made it out alive.
I hope the flames could be seen all the way to Nebakov. Those bastards will soon meet the same fate.
To be fair, Hashek was largely responsible.
That will be all for now. I will speak with the Chamberlain about the steps we shall take against Nebakov. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast. I will be expecting you both.
Certainly, sir. Come for me in the evening, so we can go there together.
It's not all that different from what did actually happen, and all the best lies do contain an element of truth, and oh, hello, major shit appears to be about to go down. The good news is that, well, von Berghoff appears to have bought our bullshit story, which means nobody's going out tracking down and looking for Lord Sameen and his family, so they might actually be able to make it out of the area alive. So at least something good came of this.
Hey you! You've done something I should know about.
The fuck's your problem?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.
That was weird. Was that a restricted area that I was in? Von Berghoff's chambers? Might have been. Well, anyway. What worries me here, though, is those bandits at Nebakov. I mean, I'm using the word bandits. I'm not convinced they are actually bandits. I mean, yeah, sure, they're acting like bandits. They're raiding and pillaging the countryside, but they're way too well equipped and financed to just be bandits. They're more like a group of mercenaries. But it doesn't make sense. I mean, if they were opposed to the rule of King Sigismund, and therefore the League of Lords, of which von Berghoff is a member, he's actually Sigismund's Royal Chamberlain, then yeah, sure, raiding and pillaging von Berghoff's lands makes sense. They've actually successfully ambushed and slaughtered a fair number of von Berghoff's troops. So that does make sense. But they're the same group who ambushed us at Rock Tower Pond and slaughtered all of our friends, and we're not on the side of King Sigismund. We're on the side of King Wenceslas. So this just doesn't make any sense. If they're mercenaries hired to destabilise the region, then why did they ambush us? I must just be missing some piece of the picture, because nothing about this makes any sense.
Do you know when von Berghoff plans to attack Nebakov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals at the banquet.
What can we do in the meantime?
Wait? What else? Try to amuse ourselves? You can manage that by yourself, can't you? Come and pick me up this evening, before the banquet.
All right. Hopefully this will all start to make sense by then.
You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going into battle, eh?
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk, if you ask me.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now and wring fuckers' necks one by one. And above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure von Berghoff has good reasons for caution.
I hope so.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in a strange mood.
Are you surprised? After what happened at Sameen?
The important thing is we got away with it. I hope.
All that happened is that we prevented the worst possible outcome.
I'm not so sure about that. A young Sameen deserved punishment, no doubt. He was in cahoots with the bandits and betrayed his lord. He defiled his honor. And if it comes out that we helped him escape, it's my neck that's on the chopping block. And yours.
The Older may have been a traitor. But what about his father, Agnes, Captain Gnarly, and the other innocent people in the fortress?
They're all Lord von Berghoff subjects. And they were covering for a traitor.
Well, maybe. But still. Were we supposed to just watch while Hashek's soldiers cut their throats?
You'd better hope our compassion won't be the death of us.
But nobody knows about us, and nobody's going to look for the Semines. But that's enough of that. We don't want anyone overhearing us. Let's go to the feast, all right?
You're right. Let's go, before all that's left is a pile of bones and empty pitchers.
I mean, it was all Hashek's fault. He went berserk, exceeded his authority, and put everybody in a really difficult situation. I mean, I'm hoping we achieved the best outcome, but I guess time will tell.
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have
hello.
excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov. And perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia?
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ori?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
That serving girl Catherine, the one who lied about being at Rocktower Pond, she's catching a good earful of all of this, isn't she?
We have the same interests, Sarotto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebakov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebakov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent bastard who commands the bandits from the nearest tree.
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain needs a clear head. He will lead the assault on the fortress.
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunately.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord Chamberlain's plan is?
Of course you may. It's nothing complicated. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning and reach the fortress unobserved. A quick charge will get us over the palisade and we'll catch that rabble by surprise. They won't know what hit them. Ha ha!
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of frontal assault needlessly risky?
Risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Capon.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
I thought she was just a thief.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soldiering than your chamberlain. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg, and I think he'd be more useful.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. But I'd rather entrust my forces to someone more mature. You're not offended, I hope. Ori.
Oh, perish the thought, sir.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this castle is standing. I have complete faith in his abilities.
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see
Catherine, sir.
to see Catherine for wine for the journey. We'll move out as soon as the sun rises. Be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a moment, Lord Chamberlain.
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory. Ha ha ha!
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful and joint cause.
I thought she was just a
Anything
thief
else,
when I
lad?
caught her poking around in the surgeon's quarters, but I'm starting to think she's actually a spy for the bandits.
I'd like to speak to Sarotto.
Certainly. What is it, Henry?
And she just overheard the entire plan.
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message yet?
Correct. And that is how it will stay, until I decide on my reply to Hanush.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone without exception. And that is why it has to stop. Everyone agrees on that. Each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the land. You can show what you can do tomorrow, when we settle scores with those bandits.
We'll make short work of them.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over. I do not let capable men go unrewarded, Henry.
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
What would you like, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabok. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going at each other with swords. Wie war das? Do you play dice, friend?
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about that, Bursche. I give no quarter.
There's a lot of things that didn't make sense before, but they do make sense if you just assume that Catherine's a spy for the bandits. Do you remember when we were ambushed at Rock Tower Pond? The only reason Hans and I survived was because we heard some women doing laundry and we went over to try our luck. Catherine was one of them. But later, when I saw her in Troskowitz, at the inn in the village, she denied ever being there.
I've never seen anything like that.
Which was weird. But the weirdest thing was that at the ambush, she was the only one of the women who got captured. The others managed to run off in time. So she got captured by one of the bandits or mercenaries, and she was about to get raped when the leader of the bandits turned up, ordered them to let her go. The guy with his hands on Catherine refused, and so the bandit leader whipped out his mace, smacked him in the face and killed him, letting Catherine run off. Now at first I just thought, well, okay, you know, the guy has a sense of basic decency about him, and that might not necessarily be untrue, but if you assume that he recognised Catherine as his spy in Castle Trotsky, it also explains why he was so keen to let her go and ensure that no harm came to her. Now the next time I ran into her after Troskowitz Inn was in Castle Trotsky itself, when I was trying to prevent Hans from having his neck stretched for poaching. I was looking for ingredients to make a fever tonic for Captain Thomas, because Captain Thomas was the only person in Trotsky who could actually corroborate my and Hans' story, and I bumped into her, helping herself to the contents of the surgeon's chest in his alchemy lab. Now she claimed she was just cleaning the place, but I mean, it was obvious she was lying, and I just assumed she was a thief. And I'm no stranger to that sort of thing myself, as all the various merchants in Troskowitz can attest to, so I didn't really think much more of it. But then tonight at the feast, she was awfully keen to be lingering around in earshot of Lord Ulrich and Lord von Bergoff as they were discussing their plans for Fort Nebekov in the morning. And, well, I mean, I might be overthinking it again. I'm no stranger to that either. It could be that they let her go at Rock Tower Pond just because the bandit leader did have a sense of decency and honour about him. It could be that I caught her in Castle Trotsky sticking her nose into places where she shouldn't have been because she is a thief. She saw an unlocked chest with some valuable stuff in it, nobody around, and thought, what's the harm, I'll just help myself, and then I stumbled onto her doing it. She could just have been taking advantage of the situation to make a bit of extra cash on the side. I can't come up with a good explanation as to why she would have lied to me about being present at Rock Tower Pond, but if she is a spy, I mean, that fits the facts as well. And she now knows everything about what's going to happen in the morning. I think we'll need to wrap this game up and find out where she went. Because I don't think it was to get more wine.
Maybe I prefer a short
Das ist nicht möglich. That was a good game, friends.
Aye. Every game is good when you fatten your purse.
Lady Fortune gives and takes by turns. A few groschen, one way or the other, won't ruin me.
But you're still in debt to me, though.
Well, that's true. I apologize for what I said. I wasn't being serious. No offense, friend. I just wanted a bit of fun.
What's wrong, Henry? Am I invisible or something? Come on, Henry. You can have a drink afterwards.
What's the problem?
What do you think? I don't have time for nonsense.
I thought a good old feast would cheer you up.
You call this a good feast? Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretending they don't smell of dung. And the Chamberlain. My God. I can't take another moment of that fool.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Burgov. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well. And we don't have a chance against them on our own.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I've had enough. I'm going to bed. But don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armour. And fetch some wine from Catherine. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to fight tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
All right. Good night then, Henry.
She should have been back with that Hungarian wine for Chamberlain Ulrich by now. So I headed down to the kitchen to see what's going on.
Where can I find the serving girl with the wine?
I don't know. Ask Manietta. She's the cook.
Who's Manietta? Oh, there we are.
Good day to you.
Excuse me, have you seen Catherine?
What do you want her for?
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Laura Capon. I can't find her.
For that handsome young man? I'll go and get her, and you can forget about that ninny Catherine.
Well, the thing is, they told me...
Forget it! God knows where that cow's got to again. I ain't seen her all evening. But don't worry, I'll be happy to give you wine for Lord Capon myself. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me in the meantime. The lock got stuck again and won't open for love nor money.
Who locked it like that?
Nobody. It's one of Ossina's amazing locks.
Fantastic. He really is quite a blacksmith. Sure, I'll take a look at it. It won't be a problem.
Thanks. Farewell,
So the
my
cook
friend.
hasn't seen Catherine all night, so wherever she went, it wasn't to come down here to get the wine she said she was going for. I have a pretty good idea where she's gone, but Henry doesn't appear to have put two and two together yet. Alright, anyway, open the chest for you. Oh, I've got a really bad feeling about this. I mean, it seems fairly obvious that Catherine is actually a spy for the leader of the bandits. And they now know exactly what's coming in the morning. And wasn't Ulrich, the Chamberlain, wasn't his plan to lead his force down Trotsky Gorge? Now, for those of you watching for whom English isn't your first language, a gorge is like a valley or a canyon, or in other words, ideal ambush country. Stick people with bows and arrows along the sides of the canyon, and it's just a killing ground. And now they know we're coming. This is not going to end well.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nebakov. Why dally then when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
The thing is, Chamberlain Ulrich's plan of approach is great, as long as nobody knows we're coming. Plenty of concealment, plenty of cover. They'll never see us coming from the fortress. But if they're lying in wait, plenty of concealment, plenty of cover.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nebak was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more...
Called it. I'm not happy about it.
Oh, God.
I don't think I've ever been so unhappy to be right.
Hey! Can't get out.
Come on! God's sake! Get up, Henry!
I'm coming.
Bastard! Bastard! No, he's really pissed me off. We have to get out of here.
So we've got to fight our way through this ambush.
We'll fight our way through.
And these fuckers have guns. Somebody was using black powder weapons.
I'm bleeding. Don't spare him.
You got him. Next.
I think that's all of them for now. But where's everybody? Oh, they're on the high ground with crossbows. We ain't out of the woods yet. Fortunately, I mean, this is the reason why people wore uniforms. I can actually tell who's on whose side. Okay. We've just got to keep going. There's a. I think you get down here and you turn right, and there was a mill.
Chamberlain Ulrich, we have to help the fool. You hear, Henry?
Defend the Chamberlain. Fuck the Chamberlain.
Mother of God!
I mean, it's not entirely because of his genius plan that we're in the shit here. You can lay the blame for that squarely at the door of the spy, Catherine. But the Chamberlain's plan didn't help. So fuck him.
I don't know why I'm bothering with you.
Why am I standing around here getting shot at trying to help this idiot? What does he? I can't pick the horse up, can I? What does he expect me to do?
My God!
Oh, fine, whatever.
Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here. We have to get away. So help him.
I'm here. I'll help you.
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards!
We're getting shot at. You might wish... Well, that was a fucking waste of time, wasn't it?
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here. It's just you and me, Hans. Have you noticed, by the way, that Hans's voice is muffled because he's got his visor down on his helmet? Nice little touch. A couple of von Bergov's men still alive, although the majority have definitely been killed. I mean, this was a comprehensive, well-planned and executed ambush. There's just bodies everywhere. But as long as a couple of them are still alive, that's somebody else for the mercenaries to shoot at. That isn't me. Oh, that one pinned to the wagon by us. Oh, that's just... Alright. Work our way around them. We've got to fight our way past.
There must be a way through somewhere.
Where are you lot going? There's nothing back there but more bandits. Looks like we're going around. Whoa, shit. There's nothing up here but more bandits as well. I need to get myself turned around here because there's one behind me.
No, you don't.
There we go. Alright, Hans is taking this guy. I'll take this one. Oh, nice shot, Hans. Good stuff. He is pretty useful in a fight, young Hans. Still getting shot at. How much further do we need to go?
We have to go down.
Well, we're around the barricade. The game just saved. More fighting going on down here. I can see the mill. We're nearly there.
Capon, where the hell is he? I have to go to him.
What do you mean, where the hell is he? He's supposed to be following... Come on. Keep up, Hans. The men dying here. Right. I don't know where those two think they're running off to, because there's nothing but more bandits back there. Oh shit, there's more bandits up here as well. Oh, it looks like these ones were archers set to, well, cover the escape. So they're not particularly well armoured. Now they're closed into melee range. Should be easy enough to take care of them. How you doing back there, Hans? Come on, just these last two and we're out of here. Actually, last one. There's another one of von Bergov's men with us. Right, let's go, let's go. Let's not fuck around. Let's get out of here. They've got more shooters on the top of the cliffs over there to the right. And they've got guns. Fortunately, at this point in history, at anything other than point blank range, they're never going to get us with guns from up there. Unless they get lucky. But there's more of them on the road up ahead.
Hans! Hans! Look at me! Hans!
He took a mace to the head. I mean, his helmet kept him alive, but he'd be concussed. Oh, what? Henry, what are you looking at, Henry? Oh, shit. Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do!
Oh, it's him. Bandit leader.
We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Clapstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
He's the one who was pretending to be Sir Yaramir.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck and your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
Kick your ass once, Michael. Not afraid to do it again.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live.
Careful where you're pointing that crossbow, son. Right. Must remember how to do the Master Strike. I did have some practice on the way down through the ambush.
So, my boy, let's see what you got.
Wait for him to attack, and instead of blocking or parrying, counter-attack. That's it. Yeah. Let me do it again. There we... Oh, wow. Oh, that was easy.
Enough! Damn it, you bastard! You're good.
Ziska, you all right?
Did he just call him Ziska? Jan Ziska? No fucking way.
So, do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
Well, that escalated quickly. Jan Ziska, by the way, is to the Czech what Nelson is to the British, or Washington to the American. If he's the leader of the bandits, then this all just got way more complicated. Also, am I dead now? Turn up in the next episode and find out.